Okay, so it should be okay now, hopefully. We'll just bring our little smudge in here. Start with another smudge here. We start every session with a smudge. So hopefully that comes through okay for you guys. Is that a little better? Okay. So it should be okay now. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys in that. So we should be okay. Are we alright? Is it the stream better or worse or what's going on? Hopefully it's okay. Anyway, so we're going to clear some energy away because we did some readings earlier. So I always like to clear the energy and start new, clearing the channels and everything with a little bit of a smudge. Clear my energy. And I'm using jasmine for energy, to energize. My poor little eagle feathers needs to get replaced. Gotta get a new one. A new little eagle feather. But I'll come across one when it's due time to have one presented to me. This one has been with me quite a long time. It was given to me as a gift, and my cat attacked it and just totally mangulated it, which I was really disappointed in. But not much you can do about it, right? So, um, I do smoke while I do readings as well. So if anybody questions or asks me what's up, I do smoke while I do my readings. So pay no attention to that. All right. So what do we have here? We lost a few of our viewers there. So hopefully they make it back in. Um, hopefully. Because we had Hola, and then we had My Name is One, and then we had what else did we have? We had Alini, and then we had Bright Light. So hopefully they make it back in. Hopefully they didn't get lost in the shuffle there. See, now it's starting to buffer. I had such a good stream yesterday or earlier today. It was really good. I didn't have any problems. But tonight it seems to be a little bit glitchy again. Let's see if there's something that we need to check on this. Oh, I think we froze here. Okay, so what's going on here? We have a little bit of a delay here. I think I'm going to have to increase my settings here. And hopefully we can keep this without having to go We've got too many. Okay, so I have to reset this, you guys. Hang on one sec. Don't go anywhere. I just have to tweak the settings so it's not buffering as much. So we're running about. Oops. Okay, let's see if this helps. Is it helping you guys? Is it better? Hopefully it is better. I think we have it a little bit better now. I just want to verify on my stream if we're coming through clear. I'm just going to verify on my end here. Is it helping you guys? Is it better? Hopefully it is better. Okay, so it seems to be okay now, so we can get started, and hopefully Hollow and them end up coming back to this stream. Hopefully they didn't get bumped off. With the way YouTube's been acting lately, I wouldn't be surprised. So my name is One, and we have Genesis Chicas. How are you doing, Genesis? Long time no see. I haven't been doing a lot of live streams, but tonight we're going to do a late night hang and see how it goes. So that other people in the other side of the world can get to see me as well, instead of just, North America kind of thing. So where is everybody from? I am originally from Alberta, Canada. I live in British Columbia now. I've been here about 25 years and really love it here. It's basically my home. So that's where I'm from. So shout out from BC. Yes, Genesis, you can ask a question. Not a problem. Go ahead. I'm actually doing really well tonight. I did a live stream earlier, and then the settings kind of went wonky again. So we kind of just have to go with the flow with this and see how it works. Might have to do a little bit of adjusting as we're doing the stream, So Houston, Texas. Well, hello from Canada. I live in British Columbia on the coast, on the west coast. So, we were to ever have that big one, I would be definitely affected. I live in the lower mainland, so by Vancouver, so we definitely feel them here. You're a long ways away, so lucky for you. You seem to be in the most safe zone apparently. It seems like Texas is the place to be. Texas and Arizona, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just gonna fix something here. I'm just gonna muck around while you guys are, well, Felipe tried to get me back when I lived near him. Okay, so you're planning on relocating. Hopefully you're not just relocating for a man. Let's see what's going on with Felipe. So move that to the side. So I have my phone so that I can see the chat because I just have my OBS software open, and I have to verify with my actual live stream on my phone to make sure that you guys are receiving everything okay. So let's see what's going on with you, with Felipe. Okay. I need a bigger table right here for me to work on. We're also doing pendulum readings as well, guys. So if you have a yes or no question that you want some insight, or you have a couple coinciding together, then feel free to ask them. So let's see what's going on with you and Felipe. What's going on? Will he want you back when you live near him? What are the intentions surrounding that? The relocation and Felipe being closer. Will that have an effect for our dear friend Genesis? What's going on in that connection? Gaining a different perspective. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to move to a different table here because it's got a little bit more space to do a reading on. So just give me a second here. Move some stuff out of the way. Alright, so we're going to move this down here because I've got more room. Let's see. So gaining a different perspective. I think it will be honored. I feel that it's more like there's a lot of patience happening. Hang on, let me just move me so you can see me here. There could be a lot of patience happening around it. So just be aware of that energy coming through. Oh, I'm comfortable here. Let's see, where's my cards here? There's a table in a bit closer. Got a bigger workspace here. Okay. What other messages? Take that card. We do have the Lover's card that showed up. So, you know, the main focus may be you're not focusing enough on yourself. So having patience with the outcome of the situation. We did have the Lover's card pop out to say hello. So definitely, you know, possibilities for that reconnection to happen once you do move closer, which is a bonus. Any other information? You might feel like you're walking into this blinded, like you're walking in with like blinders on. So, you know, maybe there's more to this situation that you're not seeing or that you need to be more aware of. But you might also be placing more trust into the situation, you know, being more, you know, or you might not have a lot of trust in this situation that you're kind of having to feel your way around it. Let's see. What is... Okay. So taking a different approach. There's even like a marriage card showing up here with the Hierophant, showing up of a possibility of an engagement or a, you know, a union. So with the Lover's card and the Hierophant card showing up as a union cards, there's definitely union that will happen for you guys. Okay, so keep a positive outlook on it. Be aware of what you're walking into. Make sure you're walking in with all your, you know, your awareness into the situation. Make sure you're not missing anything that, you know, might, you know, cause you to reevaluate not wanting to not be in a union with him, because there is union cards coming up. So I would be very very upset if it didn't happen. Let's just say that, right? You're married to him. Okay. So your question was, um, you asked about Felipe. You're married to him. So you already have the marriage card then. So that's all resonating. Okay. So that makes sense as to why that marriage card came out. Okay. So what other messages do we have here? The Moon and the Queen of Wands. Try not to be over demanding. You know, it's not a good trait that's coming through. So it's being aware maybe that you might be demanding more of situations that maybe aren't feasible to be demanded of right now. Can you just hang on a sec, guys? Sorry, my cats were in my bathroom and it's right here, right next to me, right? So you can hear it's like thump, thump, thump. You guys could probably hear it on your side more than me. And then we have the moon card. So there's going to be less disagreements. There's going to be less feeling like you're talking to, obliviated person that's not paying attention with the moon card. So those conversations that feel like you're just barking up the wrong tree are going to be lessened. You're not going to feel like you're just talking and they're just nodding and agreeing, right? They're going to actually take it into account and be more aware. But the journey together is definitely there. Like there is a path that you guys are going to take together and move forward together. So just be aware of the energy coming in, and you might be feeling like you have to be more demanding of certain things from him. And maybe that's you know that can be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. It depends on where your relationship is at, whether you want to be more demanding, but you might end up having to, take on that energy of being more demanding of things, making him more aware, making him more be part of the connection. Okay. All right. So, any other messages for our friend Genesis, please, Spirit? Anything other than relationships? Is there any other messages that need to come through at this time? So you won't have to feel like you're battling anymore, like coming out of the battle zone. You might be feeling like you've gone through a lot of battles with this person to make the connection stronger. Those are gonna start lessening. You're not gonna have to feel like you're in like battle mode all the time. With this person. The wounds that you've had. That have been like inflicted like emotionally or energetically wise are going to be able to heal now and take time to heal, and not hold it for rehashing. Like don't bring it so that it has to be things that have happened in the past. Leave them lying in the past. Don't have to rehash them and bring them forward. Heal from them. If you can offer the forgiveness for certain things that have happened, then offer that forgiveness to yourself and to your partner. Whether you vocally do it to your partner or you just, internally allow that forgiveness to happen. Not meaning that you have to forget. You can still carry the memory together, but if it's something that you can forgive him on or forgive yourself on that you've done, then allow yourself that time to be able to have that come through. All right. So we have Tawana Janice. Question: will I get the job offer from the company starting with an E or an S? Okay. Well, we got cards jumping out here. Hang on one sec here. It's an E or an S. Well, first of all, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the financial difference that you're going to endure. So definitely you're going to end up with the job. Pentacles are all about the financial end. So an increase in financial situation is going to improve for you. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So don't sit back and not take advantage of this opportunity. Definitely move forward with that opportunity. Don't sit back and be like all talk, all in no action. So meaning that you've been hoping for this and you've been putting all this time and effort into getting this position, that it would be a waste. It wouldn't be a good thing to let it go to waste. So whatever is coming up for you at that time that you end up getting this promotion. Put everything second and focus on the actual promotion itself. We do have the Ace of Pentacles coming up for you, first card out. Then we have the Page of Wands in reverse, right? So, the no action, don't be taking no action on it, but don't be like quick to jump on it. Like, maybe if you can like kind of slide into it, you know what I mean? Like kind of like take it, not just like leap on it like because of the urgency, but kind of slide into it and see if you can't, kind of get a little bit more benefit from the actual advancement, right? But definitely don't take the no action. Definitely take the promotion. I think you will see, the benefits of it coming through. Let's see what else is coming through. But internal, you know, vitality and stuff. So you will end up, enjoying this job a lot more. This job is going to bring you a lot more, pleasure in your personal life, in your work life, career life. It's going to bring you a lot more, pleasure to the internal self, right? Seeking that internal, satisfaction that you've been wanting to achieve. You're going to receive when you find this job, most definitely. It's going to bring you much needed pleasure internally. You're not going to have to, battle so much and figuring things out and, what direction to head in. It's going to become more clear and more concise as to what direction you want to head in. It's going to, lessen the stress level for you as well. So let's see who else is here. So my name is Wen. Did you have a question or anything that you wanted to ask, or, I'm not sure if there was anything you wanted to ask or get insight into. Oh, my hair is just like, it's so hot. It's even still hot. It's too hot to go to sleep right now. So that's why I'm doing a live stream that, allows it some time to cool off. So I might as well be doing something while I'm waiting for the air to cool off. Hopefully we'll get the rain that we're waiting on, so we'll hopefully receive that. Ouch. I don't have any specific question as to my future or fortune. Fortune or future? Future fortune. Fortune future. Future fortune. Okay, so you want to know about your future fortune. Are you going to have prosperity? Are you going to have abundance? What's going on for our dear friend? My name is One. Okay, we got a card that jumped, and I can't reach it. It flew too far anyway. Okay. We got a fire. So there's something that you want to invest in, something that that you can kind of put in your back pocket that you can invest on. Investments are going to be an opportunity for you to increase your fortune, but there might be some downfalls, so be careful of what you're selecting in the financial realm. But there is going to be something that you're going to want to sit on. So to me, it's coming through as like an investment opportunity that might come through for you. I'll just turn that up a little bit here. It's a little bit too much brightness. So the opportunities, like you see how the gentleman's lying on something. There's something that's coming forward that he's holding on to, or that he's keeping a firm, tight grip on, kind of thing, right? So that comes through to me as like an investment. If you're talking about fortune, just be careful of some of the things that you might invest in. That there might be some ones that look like good ones, but end up being, not so good investments. So, investments are good for you. Definitely financial opportunities will make themselves known, because we do have the Pentacles showing up for you. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So focusing on your self-discipline. So, like I said about financial investments, making some investments into, something that, is like a longer term investment kind of thing. Try to position myself a little bit better here so you guys can see me. My doorway. So, the opportunities are going to make themselves known to you. So just make sure you're using self-discipline. Don't go over the top with it. Use some self-discipline, and don't do it just because, if you got nothing better to do. You know what I mean? Do your homework on it. Make sure it's something that you really want to invest in, not just something just for the sake of investing in it because it seems like, the thing to do. Use some common sense when investing your money into financial, endeavors. The perfection part. Are you a perfectionist? Because that might be coming out, wanting everything to be like to the T, like to, cross your T's and dot your I's, you know what I mean? Like everything has to be in order, or in orderly fashion. So you might notice that that might rise up for you. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Seeking and you might be seeking somebody with wisdom or somebody that knows something about the investment maybe that you're wanting to do. So if you have like a financial planner or anything, get their words of advice on it. Do your homework on the actual investment. Do inquiries into it. Google it, or just see how it's faring on the trading or investment market is what I'm seeing. But definitely seek the guidance of somebody that has a little bit more knowledge as far as that investment that you may want to make, or in the near future or coming months, I would say. Right, so it could be like your 401k or whatever you have currently. It could also be a current investment that maybe you need to maybe rearrange or kind of reevaluate, and get some insight into maybe a current situation that you have investments going on right now, that maybe need to be kind of looked at and revamped, or reevaluated is what I'm hearing. Reevaluate the investment, reevaluate or inquire about the investment. So if it's something that you've already invested in, then maybe try to reevaluate it. Maybe there's something that can be changed a bit or altered so that you can get a better return, or it's something that you're going to invest in, that you want to make sure that you get the best return for your dollar. Okay, so that perfectionism, making sure you have everything on the up and up, and exactly how you want it to be, right? So being aware of that. All right, so next is oh, and here we'll put this in. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, now I'm trying to get back to my live chat here. Okay, so live chat is there. One second, guys. I just lost my live chat here. Where did it go? Um, where is it? I've lost it, guys. Hang on one sec here. Trying to get back to it here. 1 second. There it is. Sorry, guys. All right, so Terry, is it Tari or Terry? Tari, can you ask a question? So you guys do know that we are in a Capricorn moon right now, right? We're not in the Sagittarius energy anymore. It's transitioned to a Capricorn moon, so it might have some, effects on you emotionally, because the moon is dealing with emotional aspects. So the emotional part of you might be being affected by Capricorn energy. Like that's like the devil card and all that. So being more aware of your addictions and things that you want to experience, or that you enjoy obsessively or overindulging in. Be aware that you might be more overindulgent than you normally would on a regular period. So we are in Capricorn energy, so being overindulgent, just being aware of the overall energy for most people, is maybe be aware. Don't overindulge, or be aware that the overindulgence can happen. And allergies, sorry guys. So, and we're in that mood for the next 3 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, until Friday, we transition out at, let me see, let me just double check my moon scope here. We transition out on, oops, on Thursday, we transition out on, oh, sorry, we're in Capricorn only for 2 days. Sorry, my mistake. We're only in Capricorn for Tuesday and Wednesday. Usually it's 3 days, but this month or this week we're 2 days in Capricorn and then we're 3 days in Aquarius. So it's done a flip this week. So you might be finding that you might be jumping from energy to energy and having different fluctuations in your energy. Is due to the Aquarius or Capricorn energy that's coming through right now, and that will transition on Thursday. Evening at about midnight. It will actually do the transition at 11:58 p.m. We'll transition from Capricorn into Aquarius. So, and then we're in Aquarius energy for 3 days. So just be aware of that. And then we jump into Pisces energy. So we're starting the whole cycle over again. The cycle's starting all over again, from the beginning. And then we're going to cycle through again. And we also have the transition on the 21st to the 22nd, and we transfer into Cancer as well on the 22nd. And that transition will be happening, transition for that day will happen on, to Cancer energy will be at 5:06 a.m. on Saturday. We'll transition into the Cancer sun sign. Okay. So if that helps you guys understand that a little bit better, I don't know. For those of you that follow the moon charts, we are, descending from a full moon. Our illumination right now is only at 96 compared to, being full on at 11:11 on Sunday. 11:11 p.m. was our transition time for our moon to be full moon. So that was kind of an auspicious time for everybody. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep people updated on the actual times of things happening. Our next phase is, which on the 25th is, oh, one sec. Our moon transition is on the 25th. Will be our last quarter, so we'll be going back. We're heading backwards, so kind of we're moving in a backwards motion. We're going backwards now instead of forwards. So you might be feeling that things are kind of reversing on you, or things are repeating or coming back to you. Might also show up for you as well in the next coming weeks. Let's see what else is going on. Courage for your sickness. Courage for your sickness? What is that supposed to mean? Are you having... So how's Zelen Cancer thinking or feeling from you, Virgo? Okay, so let's see what's going on in that connection. I'm going to take some different cards here and see what the outcome is with a different set here. Trying to use different cards for different moments when I'm being drawn to, using a different deck. So I'm being drawn to these ones. What's going on with the Cancer and the Virgo connection for our friend Tara? Oops. No, allergies. Because it's springtime and we have like the cotton trees and everything and all the pollen coming into bloom, my allergies are just through the roof. So my nose runs and it's like I have to, once in a while blow my nose. And, it's the joy of, allergy season, the spring, right? So I get a bit of a runny nose at nighttime with the cool air and stuff. So not really any sickness. Nothing that needs to really be worried about. Okay, so what's going on with the Zelen connection? What is going on with the Virgo and Cancer connection for our friend Tara? Or Tara. Tari, sorry. For Tari, what's going on with this Virgo connection? Okay. So we have what I used. These ones are my cloud cards. So let's see if I can get that a little bit so you can see it. So this is called the Nothing card, and it doesn't mean that there's nothing, but there might be like a break in the connection right now. Not a whole lot is going on. You might be feeling like you're kind of at a loss for the situation, but focusing on it. Using your mind over matter. So think of a logical, come from a logical standpoint, like using your thought process, thinking things through, thinking things out. Not using your emotional concept like your heart. No, don't do it from an emotional base when dealing with the thoughts of the cancer that you're dealing with. Use your mind over matter, right? And so you might be coming from a place of unsurety, feeling like despair, distress. But use your mind over it. Maybe there's something that you're overthinking it, maybe overanalyzing it, maybe that's causing you the distress. Maybe there's nothing to worry about, like the nothing. Maybe there's nothing to worry about at all, and you're just over stressing yourself right now. But that could be a lot to do with your mind and playing, those little nasty games that it likes to play of giving you the unsurety or giving you a fear-based kind of information, right, to cause you unrest or uneasiness. So using common your general overall theory of if something's going on and you're thinking, well, maybe this is happening, maybe step back from the situation and reevaluate what's going on, or what the evidence is showing you, or what the situation is showing you. And maybe there's something that you're overreaching with, and you're just, because you're feeling uncomfortable, or you're feeling at distress or despaired, so you're more adept to picking up on that vibration. So you might be overanalyzing that connection as being wishy-washy, when all reality there's nothing even to worry about, right? Oh, courage. I see what you mean. So that's fine. Oh, I see. I like the little eyeballs, the little face. So where are you from, Terry? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I'd be happy to have more subscribers to support the channel. And don't forget to share it with others, and give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Because that's, makes it, more viewable by other people and situations, right? So everything is moving in a better direction for everybody, and it's more beneficial for everybody to be able to have an opportunity to have a live reading. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I get notifications right away from, for donations and everything, and we'll give a shout out. I know that there was, Kayla ended up doing a nice donation for our channel of $19. She made a donation on the last one for her reading, which is very thoughtful and generous of her for her half an hour reading that she got. So yeah, so but don't overanalyze it. When people are like in a distance between, there's a distance between you. Sometimes that can have an effect on a relationship. Sometimes when you're, sometimes they say the heart grows fonder when you're apart, and sometimes it ends up help weakening. So maybe you're better apted to being in like a physical sense. When it's out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. So maybe there's something going on there that is taking his focus away from that connection. You don't know what's going on for him on his travels. Maybe there's something that's stressing him out, or he may be coming across something that is taking his focus off the connection for the time being. And his focus maybe, whether it be work related or whatever it is, the reason for the travel. maybe there's something that's come up that's taken the general focus off of the connection. So, like I said, don't overanalyze it. Don't think too much into it. Just kind of take it for what it is right now, and still live your life and keep moving forward, but keep that connection going. And see where it goes. And maybe once he comes back, maybe then you guys can have some more time to focus physically on the connection, right? And then kind of gauge it from there, right? So next is bright light. Why did he fall for me? Because you asked him to. It's something that you wanted, I thought. Wasn't it what you wanted? You were asking about this connection, and last time that we talked, and you were manifesting it, and now you're asking why? Aren't you happy with the connection that you made? To be asking now why? Doesn't make sense to me as to, you get what you wanted and now you're asking why. Like you're kind of like in shock about, him actually coming forward like predicted. Bright light, I don't know. It's hard to say with you. Some of you women just, you want something and then when you get it given to you, you're just like in shock over it. And it's like, well, what the hell? You're questioning it. And it's like, well, be happy with what you received. When you're manifesting and you receive it, enjoy it. Embellish it. Don't step back and go, well, why did this happen? How come? Because you asked for it. So the universe delivered. It felt like it was something that, you deserved to have an opportunity happen to you. So envelop it. Don't push it away and say, why, and always be questioning why. Just enjoy what you have. Why did he fall for me? Because you asked the universe to deliver something to you, and it did. Are you not happy with this connection as to why? So you have to ask yourself. Maybe it was something that he liked about you. Maybe that was, the way that you carry yourself, or the way that you communicate, or, there could be a numerous amount of things that, he's intrigued about. Maybe he's attracted to you, physically. Maybe there's that strong physical attraction, or maybe there is a stronger, more emotional attraction that, he finds with you. Maybe you're an independent person that he finds very attractive, that, you're able to carry yourself properly, you have to just kind of enjoy what you get. If you don't want it, then you shouldn't ask for something in the first place. if you're gonna be worried about why, I would be like, well, hell yeah, okay, let's get this thing going. Like, let's party. We've got this connection going, and just enjoy, the intensity, enjoy the, the manifesting of that connection coming together, right? And instead of asking why. That's kind of a good question, but, why did he fall for me? Because he likes you, and he wants to be part of your life, right? But you want more in depth as far as that is concerned? Well, let's see if we can get more in depth for you here. All right, so let's find out for Bright Light. Why did her partner fall for her? What was the reason that her partner fell for her? Oh, okay. Well, he definitely wants to defend the territory. He sees that you're a very susceptible to partnerships or mates, that you have a lot of sexual attraction or physical attraction from other people, that he felt like, there's something good about this person, having to fight other suitors that are coming around, right? Like as in the card here, he's defending his claim to, what he wants and what he's desiring, and all the other ones are falling short. So maybe he's found the person that's meant to be with him, that he finds attractive to, or he could be obsessed or overindulgent in, certain aspects of you that he just has to have, that he's addicted to, the personality, or, the way you carry yourself, or, the way you dress in your clothing. Maybe he's, obsessed about, the attraction. There's definitely a strong attraction, the overindulgence, the addiction, the fascination, the drive, there's something there that he likes a lot of, whether it be on a sexual level, physical level, or emotional level, or a more intimate level, somewhere more intimate, is where he's finding the attraction. Okay. Well, thank you, Tara. Or Tari, sorry. I look at your name and it reminds me of another friend's name that's spelled similar, and her name is Tara, so I got to get used to sounding Tari, right? So, Jan Kazaleka, greetings! Greetings from Canada to all you guys out there. I'm glad that you guys are all stopping by and checking things out and enjoying it, right? So don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Show your support and enjoy so you don't miss. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the live streams at an opportunity. We do random readings where we'll pick a reading, where we'll pick one person from one of the viewers to get a live 30-minute reading or whatever, 15 to 30-minute reading live just for one session. So, or we'll have draws for a dream catcher that I make. I make dream catchers. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're up there. I make different style ones. I make them for like your rear view mirror on your car, or, we make the baby mobiles as they call them, which I started making back in 2013, and then they just kind of took off. Everybody started wanting to make them, so, I'm always the first to start something, and, then everybody kind of follows suit. So I guess I'm innovative. Like, you never used to see people doing live tarot readings up until a year ago when I started doing them, and then everybody just kind of jumped on the bandwagon with it, which is kind of cool. So, getting to interact real time with you guys is a bonus. I really enjoy it. So, it's an opportunity to, revamp the tarot community and have other people doing live streams, and, getting the messages out there in real time, I think is more effective than, kind of when you kind of hear it and, maybe the opportunities passed you by. It's best to get the information more on the spot, direct and for that moment, right? So instead of stumbling across it and you're like, oh, I missed out on an opportunity, damn it, I wish I would have caught this video earlier, or I wish it would have happened a week ago, or, you know what I mean? So you're getting a live interaction with your actual readings and the information that you're receiving, right? To know if you're either on course or off course, or, coming into alignment. It's great to know all those things, at that moment in real time, right? Not stumble across it and be like, oh man, did I really miss out on something? And then you're forever beating yourself up saying, well, I wish I would have done this differently, or I wish I'd done that. And then you got that internal conflict going on, saying, well, I wish I would have done this differently. I wish I would have, timed it better for this, but you're here, you're live, you get to interact, you get your information direct and from the source, so you're getting it to the point, and, the availability is coming forward and being available, for that moment, right? So things change, readings change, and, on a daily basis, energy changes. So just being aware of situations and, having a little bit of insight might help you plan your day better, or plan, your week, or, your future 2 weeks, whenever, preparing you for, you to come into alignment with a partner, or coming into alignment with a job or a career, or, just coming into alignment with some personal self-development, that you're on track, if you're working in those direction, you know what I mean? Just having that real-time information coming through is an added bonus, right? And so that's why I have my live streams every once in a while. When I feel overwhelmed, or, I have a lot of energy coming through me, that means that there's a lot of messages that have to get out. And, so I'd like to be able to offer my services and, be able to help others, right? Oh, I helped Natalie out with her OBS. That's the software that I'm using, and she was just starting to use it, so, she would be like totally at a loss to be able to set her screen up the same as mine. But we tried to get it going for her. We had it going a few times, but, you have like one window open here and one window open there, and, there's a lot, that you have to learn. Like, I didn't get it right off the hop. I had to tweak and everything and get it, the settings set for my computer for what my PC runs. It may run differently than on hers. Like she may have a different gigahertz or something, so it's going to run differently, and different programs will run differently on each computer. They're not, it's like putting on your clothes, they're going to fit differently than what they would the person next to you, right? So we tried to tweak it to the best that we could. We had it going a few times, but I think that just the patience of us working on it that one day just was sending her through the roof. She was just like getting so frustrated and just ah. But she's an amazing woman. I watch her readings too, and her being a fellow Cancer sign, being intuitive as well. It's a breath of fresh air. She's an amazing lady, and to talk to her actually in person, and seeing that connection that she has with people, it's just, you definitely can feel it when you speak to her like live. You can feel it. So it was an honor to be able to, offer my services to help her out, get her up and running and get her moving on a live stream so she can get her messages out as well. And I heard when I tuned into her live stream, I just saw her just over the moon, with experiencing what it's like to do live streaming. And, for somebody to have that experience and just fill them with energy and hope and just that drive that comes out when you actually do the live streams is just amazing to watch her just blossom and just like, woohoo, this is so exciting, like a new journey for her and a new, outlet for her to be able to, get her readings done. And I'm, anything to help another person out, achieve their goals and their dreams. I'm all for it. So you can let her know that I gave her a shout out to Miss Bea Fundy Fortunes. Miss Natalie is an amazing woman. She's very, very in tune with herself and an amazing woman to, you get the opportunity to talk to her, and it's like fire, like she's got so much drive and eagerness to get things done, and, trying to make her, her job load a little bit lighter by numerous hours, I'm hoping, and increasing the fun time that she can have instead of making it feel like it's so drudgery and repetitive, and give her something else to invoke on and have an experience with. And I saw that she was up for hours doing her live stream the other night till like 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that's like midnight my time, and I was like tired. I was like ready for bed. She's still going like a mile a minute, just woo. So I don't know how long she stayed on stream, but to see her energy just pop like that it was really good feeling. I was really feeling very happy. Um, you're agonizing over attending a reunion. Now, why would you agonize over a reunion? Are you just kind of maybe feeling like you didn't, kind of measure up to where you want to be in life, and you're holding yourself back or you're holding yourself down? It's what you want to gain from it. It's not always about, who's the better, who's achieved the best, and we've got to stop thinking like that. We've got to stop being so critical of ourselves and being accepting of where we are in our life. And if we're not on our own timeline, then that's okay. There's still time to get that timeline in order and work on it. You only can do with what you have, and not to be so hard on yourself as appearing better than the other person. And that's all due to social media. Everybody's trying to one up everybody else instead of being grateful and honorable for what you do have. So what if you didn't make the all-star team for the most overachiever of the year? Is that really the most important thing? You're overachieving, killing yourself, trying to be the best at everything, and in the process you're forgetting about the simpler things, the gentle ride that you can take and not have to worry so much. So what is the reasoning behind that feeling of agonizing over attending it? Or is there like a lost love that you might not want to run into? Is maybe more the focus, or somebody that you had a crush on that you want to make sure that you show that you were successful? You know what I mean? Like, success is a big thing for people, and sometimes if you're not as successful as the next person, we feel like we have to match them, and it's not always the case. If you're happy in your life and you're happy where you are, it shouldn't matter what everybody else has achieved. There's always going to be that, that overachiever in class, like even when you were in high school, that's going to be the overachiever, that's going to be that honor roll student without having to even try. And the rest of us might be, have to struggle to get to honor roll, so we're all built at different levels of our life. So don't agonize over it. There's nothing to agonize. Just jump in with both feet and just have fun. That's what it's about, getting to reconnect with people. And it's all about reconnecting, not about, your bank balance, at the end of the day. It's reconnecting with people that you haven't seen in years, that, even you may have forgotten that you had connections with back in those days, right? So, um, as far as groups, start off slow. If you know somebody that's going to the reunion, say, hey, can we meet up for coffee ahead of time? Kind of get, a feeling for being around somebody that you haven't seen in a while. Hook up with people ahead of time, make plans to maybe go a day early, and if there's somebody else that's going to the reunion that you still have contact with, say, hey, can we meet up and go together, so you're not, having to do that, enter into the room, so that all eyes are watching the doorway as to who's going to come through the door next, and all eyes are on you, kind of thing. Come with another friend, or meet a friend there, or have somebody that's, going to the reunion that, you can kind of buddy up with, so you're not walking in alone, kind of feeling. That's one way to tackle it. Or, sit and do, you know, or just trying to time it so you're walking in with a group of people. There's ways to get around that, so you don't have to feel so stressed over having to go to a group function, right? And just take your time. Don't, rush it, right? It's a theater troupe that I have aged out of with Konami loading the dice. Any thoughts or insights? A theater troupe. Oh, excuse me, I gotta get comfortable. My back's starting to give me a problem here. So let me just read that again. It's a theater troupe that I have aged out of with a frenemy loading the dice. Any thoughts or insights? I'm lost on a theater troupe that you aged out of with. Oh, a friend. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Frenemy. Okay. So it was a friend, but became, kind of, you guys came kind of, you know, not seeing eye to eye. I see. Okay. Um, if it was me in that circumstance and I had a friend of me that I didn't see eye to eye with, I would approach it with, an open mind. First of all, I would be an open mind and allow that, that channel to be open. Maybe the person's changed, or maybe they've had insight into, the situation that they're, or maybe they've even forgotten about it. If you know that this person is still, hot on the topic of why you guys are frenemies, and then, sit back and pay no heed to it. Act like you didn't even remember. It's not like you have to, always just be in that frame of mind when you're with that person or around that person. Um, I would say, let bygones be bygones, and not let your guard down completely, but keep your guard up a bit as to they may come back at you, or throw like name attacks, but you are the bigger person, so just let them do whatever they want. Let them own their problem, let them own the situation that they feel that they're so hard done by, whatever reason that you guys ended up becoming frenemies, right? um, they were very current in their aggression. Then just avoid them. Avoid them altogether. People see people for what they are. They will see that this person has an aggression issue. Pay no heed to it. Be the bigger person, and just, carry yourself with, your proper poise and proper, you know, um, feelings of integrity. Keep your integrity intact, and so long as you keep that, I don't feel that you would have a whole lot to fear. If they do become aggressive, I don't see anybody wanting to, allow that to happen. If people allow somebody to be aggressive to another person and not step in, there's something wrong with that picture. If you feel that you're threatened, or your physical safety is in jeopardy, then I would avoid the situation. You know, but you can't live in fear of that situation. The person is going to have to be checked by another person as far as their aggression. And if they're any human, then they would try to keep their aggression in check when they're out of function. You would think, most humans would, and just, deal with it at a later date or whatever. But for somebody to bring that kind of aggression to a function and carry it out, that's like high school. You know what I mean? So aged out of, I can understand you've definitely walked away from those days. We're mature adults and we should carry ourselves as such. So what about not going at all? It's your call. Psychic safety. Um, do you do have you done like meditation on strengthening your spiritual like guard around you? That you can actually just like maybe fine tune that, being able to go to that zone and just totally block it, like lock it out, and just not even pay any heed to it. Because the minute you interact, you're entangling that energy, right? So you're entangling into their energy, and you're kind of allowing that kind of. It's almost like a feeler comes out, and it kind of like, or in like a sci-fi movie where the feeler comes out and it attaches to you, and it's just like. So just think of it as that spiritual attack. Once they connect, it's like they're just sucking the life out of you. And if you don't allow that, and you kind of put your shield on, and you just kind of walk away from it and not pay any heed to it, and put yourself in like, envelop yourself in like whatever light that you feel is personal to you and that stands for something for you spiritually. And it can be any color. It doesn't have to be specifically white. It doesn't have to be specifically gold. Whatever you feel that you can go to in a minute flash and say, okay, I want to protect myself in this color because this resonates with me as to meaning such and such. It has meaning to me because of this reason. You know what I mean? And getting your personal kind of spiritual toolbox together before you go, so that that you can pick on, just start thinking about the color blue and it automatically releases all attachments, or you just automatically think about the color yellow and it brings warmth and caring feelings. You know what I mean? So you have like your little color toolbox to like, envelop yourself in to kind of protect you and deter those attacks. And just prepare yourself beforehand. Do a meditation, a quick meditation, and engulf yourself with protection around you. Pull your guides in, so that they're a little bit closer knit. Close your channels a bit, bring them in so they're not so open for those attacks to happen. Um, let's see what else. You won't be protected by the group. Well, like I said, if it's your personal safety that's at risk and you don't feel that you would have any support, then there's really no reason to have to go. If you're not going to have support of other people that are part of the group, what kind of group was that to belong with? Because you should be supportive of each other and preventing stuff like that. In a real world, that's what would happen. In this world, unfortunately, that's not always what the outcome comes to be. You know, um, and that's due to also a lot of people being aggressive and not being in tune with themselves and dealing with their aggression issues or the reasons why they're been aggressive, right? So I'm just going to bring that light over a bit because my other light went down a bit, so can't see. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. So, let's see, Jan. My meditation was said, stop being around people who don't value. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. If there's no support, then let go of that, cut it out of your life, and just walk away because you know, you as a human being that you should be able to be comfortable and around and safe, right? And that's the most important part. If you don't feel like you're going to have that support and, people looking out for your best interest, then what best interest do they have to begin with? They're just feeding or enabling that behavior, and it's just not acceptable in my world. But not everybody lives in a happy world, and you just have to walk away from it. Some battles you pick to choose to fight, and some you just have to walk away from because it would be a losing battle, you know. So in that sense, if you're feeling like you're it's the childhood wound of not belonging playing out. Thank you for toolbox advice. That resonates. I don't want to be passive aggressive myself, lol. Um, and sometimes you just have to be passive aggressive, not in the sense to cause harm on somebody else, but just you end up being passive, but then you're just like feuding over it, like after saying, why did I just do that? Why didn't I just stand my ground? And there was a reason, obviously, that you chose to take the higher road and just walk away from it. You chose to evaluate it and say, no, it's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. It's not worth me having to go through psychic attacks. It's not me worth it to have to be bombarded with, name slandering or, aggressive attacks or people throwing, aggressive innuendos at me, that I have to, absorb and then deal with after, that I have to go and kind of pull out and look at as to why they would say that, over analyzing stuff. And, if it's to be avoided and you feel that you can avoid it, to the best of your ability, by all means avoid it. Don't put yourself into a situation that, is going to cause you more harm spiritually than, creating growth for yourself, that may take you like 10 steps back, with the growth that you've done, right? Spiritually. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on up. Come on up. You want to come up? Come on over here. Come over and say hello. Come over and say hello. This is my little handsome here. This is one of the babies that was giving trouble, that likes to climb the curtains. Like a little bad boy, huh? Little bad boy. He's a bad boy. Yeah, he's a bad boy. He's a monkey. But I love him. He comes and cuddles late at night, so. It's now starting to cool off finally a bit. Oh, we're supposed to have rain, so hopefully we'll have rain. So yeah, so overall, if it's, something that, that was like small, but at the end of the day, it seems like it's a bit bigger than just, you know, um, than just, something simple. This is very complex, and I would, advise in your best interest to walk away from it. Leave it alone and just, let them be to their own. Sooner or later there's going to be somebody that's going to come in and just totally mess up the whole situation. And, it's best that, if you're not in that position to be able to be strong enough to handle that, then don't do it. Don't take on that challenge that, that you're not ready for, spiritually or physically or emotionally ready for. Don't put yourself through unnecessary situations that, you don't need, right? So, okay, so hopefully that helps, kind of, talk you through the situation to give you a little bit more insight as to how to better approach it, Jan. Um, so it's not always about not belonging, and feeling like you belong somewhere. If that's somewhere that you feel that you don't belong, then follow your gut feeling and just say this, it's just not something that I want to belong to. So don't beat yourself up of not belonging. Just tell yourself that I don't want to belong to something like that. I don't like that kind of energy, so why would I want to belong to a you know an aggressive you know group that has aggression issues? It's not something that we want to have in our lives. We try to walk away from those situations. Um, all right, so we have 1 second, you guys. Hang on 1 second here. 1 sec. Okay, so we have. Okay, so who do we have in chat now? I know we have 4 viewers. Let's see. We have Sanctus, Seven Crossroads. Morning. It's morning where you are. It's like, well, it's morning here too. It's like 12:37 p.m., which would be morning where you are. So I'm guessing you're like UK or somewhere um, nice like that. I have my go-to lady that helped me out a lot with getting myself back into doing my psychic skills and everything. Actually lives in is it Sheffield or somewhere Sheffield in the UK there, Shepherdshire or something like that. And she's an amazing woman. She's really cool. I really like her. Um, Her name is Lynn. Um, so we have what time is it where you are, Saint Sista, San Sista, Seven Crossroads, and then we have Yuzul. Yuzul. I'm thinking, is that how you say it, Yuzul? Hi, can you help me? Julie Whitehead, we have you as well. Hi, new here. Would like to know if my daughter's father and I will reconcile our relationship. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back into. Okay, so I get the notification right away, so we'll kind of approach it as necessary. Later. Hmm. Okay, 1 second. All right, so we have. So who do we have here now? Um, okay, so let's check out the donations here. Hey, baby. You just flying away over here, eh? So it'd be nice for you guys to, show your support and send your donations. That would be greatly appreciated. And just hit the link and it'll take you right to the donations page, and then you can enter in your information there. Hang on 1 sec, guys. Ouch. I'm just going to grab my other oracle cards here, and we'll pull an angel therapy card for, just something to, maybe somebody needs some, boost of some emotional therapy. So we have the angel therapy deck as well. You guys can see that. So let's see what's going on with, maybe somebody needs a little bit of motivational insight or help. Okay. And these are Doreen Virtue cards as well. We have a little book as well. So if we have to resort to the book, then we'll resort to the book and see what comes out. So we'll put that to the side here for right now. Can you look after the book, and baby boy? Can you look after the box? There's a box for you. You can check out, sniff, and do whatever. All right. Okay. So let's see what angel therapy has to say for us today. What kind of messages do we need to? We need some therapy for anybody that needs a little angel boost or guidance from your angels. Let's see what messages that come out for that. Oops. One more shuffle. Okay, so we'll cut the deck. Oops. We're going to cut it 4 times. I'm going to take that one, and that one, and then this one. Alright, so cut the deck, and the message today is fairies. So fairies, you have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So that's kind of the focus card here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Bring the light a little bit off of it so you guys can see that a little better. It's a very nice card. I'll try and get that into focus for you guys. So fairies is the therapy card for the day. So let's see what the fairies have to say for us. One sec here. Fairies. 45. And that was the number that kept popping up for me today. 44 and 45 are numbers that show up for me quite a bit. So fairies, let's see what we have here. 43. Okay, so fairies. So the message from the fairies is, you drew this card because the fairies wanted to let you know that they are with you as spirit guides, helping to meet your physical needs and fulfilling your life purpose. The fairies urge you... let's see if we can get that in a little bit clearer. See if that helps a bit there, you guys. Bring it back a bit, maybe. The fairies urge... oh, okay, hang on. Okay, you gotta put this up a bit. There we go. So the fairies urge... the fairies urge you to spend time outdoors helping you their mission of cleaning the soil, water, and air. They also protect and guide the animals. If you'd like a divine assignment, helping animals or Mother Nature, just ask the fairies. Oh, trying to do this like with both hands here. This card also indicates that you're interested in manifesting money or some other material support. The magical fairies are glad to assist you in your endeavor, providing that you return the favor by doing something good for the environment, such as recycling bottles, cans, or switching to an eco-friendly cleaning supply. Action steps for this card are: go to an area outdoor where trees and plants grow wild without pruning or pesticides. This is the fairies' preferred location. In all sincerity, say hi to the fairies, either out loud or silently, and say, I would like to feel and see your presence. Can you please help me get to know you better? You'll know you've connected with the fairies when you notice ideas or impulses that involving improving the environment or helping animals. Often fairies begin their introduction to a new person by requesting that you remove garbage from your nearby pasture or nature trail. Once you have fulfilled the fairies' request, they'll gladly help you with your endeavor in return. So that's just, being more conscious of what's going on and what, and doing your part, to keep, the areas clean and beautiful, right? When you have an awakening, you end up realizing how much beauty does surround you, and you really appreciate it more. And, they just are reiterating that fact of that beauty that, you get to, that vividness of the realities around you and the energy around you. coming through, right? Oh, so that is your angel therapy card for the day. Picking up that little piece of garbage and moving to an area that's very clean and you know, an environmentally sound kind of area. So that could be by water, somewhere that, is a healthy way to be, on top of a mountain even, where there's, limited amounts of, pollution and stuff, so moving in that direction and just having, you know, positive things happen in return. So, so who do we have here? Julie Whitehead. Hi, new here. Would like to know if my daughter's father and I will reconcile our relationship. So I would like to donate, but I have no money. Sorry. Thank you anyway. Well, I didn't say wouldn't do the reading. I would just took a little breather from the reading. So let's see if there's a reconciliation in the works or possibilities of one. Are you focusing your intention on reconciling? Are you holding yourself back from the reconciliation? Are you creating that connection to have that reconciliation happen? So let's see what's going on for you here. Is there a reconciliation? I'm going to ask the pendulum first. Let's see what pendulum says about a reconciliation. We'll do it based on, the information. So we'll ask pendulum, is there a reconciliation in the works for Julie Whitehead and her partner? Okay. Is there a reconciliation in the works for Julie Whitehead and her partner? Is there a reconciliation in the works, or will there be a possibility of an opportunity of a reconciliation happening for Julie and her ex-partner? So I'm not feeling that there is a reconciliation currently. That doesn't mean that things can't change over time, that maybe the alignment's not set for right now. So currently you're not aligned to have a reconciliation happening for you right now. But that doesn't mean that something can't happen in the future. Will there become a time where it will be presented to them to be able to have a reconciliation in the future? Will there be an opportunity for a reconciliation to come up in the future? So we have, opportunities that may arise for you guys to reconcile in the future. But right now, I don't see a reconciliation in the works for you. But in the future, you may be coming to a better alignment where reconciliation will work better for you. So just being aware of that. All right, so thank you, Spirit. So, allowing that to happen and manifesting that, for future endeavors and such, to be able to come into light, right? So, how long have we been going here? Oh, what's the matter? You too. Hey, he's sleeping. You knock it off. Knock it off. No. You be nice. You be nice, baby. Yes, you be nice, baby. You be nice, baby. Yes, you be a nice baby. This one is just being a little Rango Tango here. This is Rango Tango. Rango Tango. Rango Tango.
Bad baby. Huh? Huh? Rainbow Tingle? Little Rainbow? I'm gonna get you. It's gonna get you, little Rainbow. You being naughty boy. You being naughty boy. Yes, you are naughty boy. Yeah. Little Rainbow. You can make the donation whenever you can afford to. So Julie, when you get a chance to make a donation, you can make it when things are a little bit better, and it doesn't have to be like a big amount. It just even just a few dollars or whatever you can afford. You know, it's not set in stone as to how much. For a pendulum reading, it's only like $2 or $3. For the pendulum readings, um, to get insight into it. So yeah. So I don't know how long I've been going now, but let's see here. So Azulu, did you want help? You said help. Can you help me? What would you like help with, my dear? Or if there's anybody else that wants some insight. And if there's no other questions, then we'll call it a day. And I hope you guys have a blessed evening. It's been enjoyable, connecting with you guys and offering you some insight. And hey, psst, enough. You guys are gonna fight. Take it onto the floor. Little Rangos. Hey! Hey! Knock it off. Enough roughness. Where's my water bottle? Hey! What's going on? What's going on? Huh? Smarten up. Bad boy. You wanna come sit down over here? Okay, come on. You come lay down. Lay down then. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Little rascal. Yeah, they're just fighting away here. Lay down and go to sleep now. Be a good boy. Yeah. Be a good boy. Hey, you want a boxer? You gonna be a boxer? Rawr. You gonna be a boxer? Okay, well lick my hand then. So we're gonna call it a day. My kitten's like attacking my hand right now, and it hurts. Ow! Ow! Be nice. Be nice, boy. You just a little rascal. You just a little rascal. Little rascal. Little rascal. Put up your dukes. Put up your dukes, Duke. See, look. I don't know if you guys can see him. Put up your dukes. Put up your dukes. Put up your dukes. Come on, put up your dukes. Put up your dukes. Come on, put up your dukes. Come on, put up your dukes. Put your dudes up. Come on, put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Come on, put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Silly boy. Silly boy. Put up your dukes. Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Huh? Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. That's nice babies.
They're calming down now. That's what they do. They just like wrestle you until you like, they can lick you and then they go to sleep. It's really weird. You're most welcome, Julie. Most definitely welcome. So I think we're gonna call it an evening. It's been a blessed time here. Don't want to go for too much longer. It's nice and cool now, so I'm able to relax and unwind now from doing readings. So if there's no more questions or anybody that wants any insight, we're going to call it a day. And I hope you guys have a blessed evening. And tune in next time for maybe next time we'll have a draw for an in-depth reading for one lucky viewer. All right. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Be safe. Take care of each other, and we'll talk again soon. Bye. Love you all. See you later.